Monkey tail. So we're going to start with Asana today, and Asana is a project tool. So we're used for Asana used for. We're going to learn. So we are trying to find out what Asana is used for. Or you say what? You say Asana is a what? It's a work management platform used by individuals and teams to organize, to collaborate, and manage tasks, projects, and workflows. So the keyword here is what? Is work management platform. Okay? Then used by individuals to what? To organize and collaborate and manage tasks. You see this manage task here, take it important, then projects and workflows. Okay? So if you want to achieve your business or if you want to achieve your business objectives, you can actually use what? Your Asana to achieve that one. Okay? So you can see that it has a lot of features here. You see task management here. You see project management, you see collaboration and communication, you see workflows and automation, you see reporting and analytics, then other uses are also here. So this is just what this one here means. Then this is what the structure, when you now sign up for it, will look like. So you have organizations, then you have your workspaces, and then you have your teams, and then your projects. Okay? So it like money.com and the other ones, Asana also allow you to what? To work with templates, like existing template that you can actually use to what? To to tailor your stuff the way you want it to look like. Okay? So that is just the way it is. So now I'm going to sign up for my Asana account or my Asana account, and I'll go like this. I'll go to asana.com. Okay, so I can still share this with you guys in the, because some of you know they already know where the tool dey. None of you come and ask me in my DM. Hello, Michael. That day you did a tutorial on Asana. Please, what is the link? How do I get to Asana? I've been trying and trying. I don't know where it is. Can you show me? Okay, so you now have the link here. Now you can see the link here. I've dropped it here. You can see it on your screen. Visit it now, and you can now join me. Okay, just join me so you can go and Okpidi, you and network. You sure say no go kai for this network? I bet buy the network, buy am kai make it a drink, so that you know go dey, because once you don't drink kai now you dey think about something else. Not be the thing we supposed to do. You go give your gate man kai website now, and then our target is what? Is to start. If you are new here, I always say something. I said if you are trying to sign up for any of these pages, whether you click here at the bottom, whether you click here at the top, it's the same thing. But this one will determine what you ate hours ago. If you ate fufu, click here. If you ate maybe okpa and coke, or maybe you ate maybe a wedu and whatever, you can click here. If you drank fura de nono, click this side. Okay. If you drank kunu aya, click here. If you eat ofo onugbu, click here. If you eat ofo owere, click this side. It is all the same thing. Okay, that is just how it works. So I'm going to click on get started now, and I'll do what? You see now, you say you are one click away uh, from less busy work. Then I can now do what? I can say, okay, sign up with what? With Google account. If you go and click here where they say name at company.com, this one means that you want to what? Put in a company email. I have a company email, but I don't want to, because the stress of logging into it now is, I have to go and access myself and start doing that one. I don't want to do that one. So you need to do what now? You need to click on continue with Google. So click here and do what? Sign up with your Google account. Consider we have been doing everything here with Google account. Then you need to click on the email you want to use, and then it will bring you here and ask you to what? To continue. Of course, you're going to continue, and the next thing is lao, tomato lao, fried rice lao, chicken soup lao. Okay, so here's what you say. You are going to put in your full name here. The full name is what? Chief Dokinta, no, Chief Doctor what? Otanwa Special. So you can actually put in your what? Your team picture here. How do you do that? Click on this picture and then select what you wish to add there. So if I wanted to like put, let me just put this guy as my whatever. Let me just put this guy or this guy. So I can now put it there, and that will be my team what? My team picture. So if you want to continue, you can actually click and do what? Click on continue. You see now the thing has actually entered there. Can you see my team view? This is my boss. This is my boss. His name is what? Kwame Nkrumah. That's his name. They cannot do what? Say continue. Then now you can see that this one actually is giving us a little bit of uniqueness when compared to the other tools. That one they will just list it up for you to click. So here now you need to what? Select from a list. So you say what is your role? Click on the drop down and then select what you can. Me, I will always choose director or business owner here, so I can get a full interface. Then say what? Which function best describes your work? Of course, let me be the senior organa. So I can say okay. I can say where is the MDCU here? I can say operations, I can say technology, I can say what? I can say engineering, blah blah blah. Just choose whatever you know that will give you that access that you need. Then what do you want to use Asana for? Of course, from our town business. What else? Huh? You don't know that I'm the Dr. Otawa, the only Otawa in this place. Of course, it will be for my what? Ottawa business. I'll come here and do what? Project intake or operation reporting. So anyone you feel like you can use here, let me just use project management. Then I'll click out and click on continue. So what's necessary? Let us set up your first project. What's something you and your team are currently working on? So this one now means that what? Okay, now you want to work on a project. What is the title of that project that you're working on? So if you are a fashion designer, you can say, okay, we are sewing Akpabio's what? Akpabio's agbada, or we are sewing the senator's what? Clothing. Or if you are into logistics, you can say, okay, you are into what? Logistics. You don't need to say, okay, Ottawa what? Ottawa logistics, right? Or if you are maybe if you're an educationer, or you see education, I've been an educationist. So if you are a teacher, you can say, okay, maybe your name of your school is what? Is Iriboto Grammar School. Okay, you can now do what? You can use that one. Please mind you, this word there is not Igbo, it's not Yoruba, it's not Hausa, it is Urobo. So if you don't know it, don't worry about it, okay? But if you talk about Grand Soup, you can say okay, Iriboto Grammar School, and that will be your name of your what? Of your next project, okay? Then here now they say what are a few tasks that you want to do in your what? In your current project. So you can now do what? You can now enter the kind of task that you know that you do at what? At Ottawa Grammar School, right? So you can just do that one now and then see how it works. Okay. So I want to know whether anybody has question here. Okay. So now I will say what you know that when we did it in our Trello, we say something like maybe we are we were like trying to say okay, travel to go and get visa information and all of that. So this one's a small task here. You know that on Trello now we have boards, we have lists, right? Where we say to do, doing and done, right? They will not have cards. So cards is like the small, the card is like the whole, the task that you have inside. So here now they are called what they are called tasks. Okay, so you just need to know what it is. So you can say, okay, here now we are doing what? This one is a school, right? So we are saying, okay, maybe next week is what? Is field clearing. We are going to be clearing of field. Let's say clearing of what? Of school what? School main field. Some of you that went to, that went to grammar school or high school, you should know what I'm talking about here. Main what? Main field. Then next one can be what? Clearing of what? Clearing of boys hostel, right? Then next has to be what? Cleaning of what? Of school, maybe dormitory, right? Dormitories. Okay, then that can be our what? That can be our what? Our kind of what tasks. Okay, so that can be our task. We cannot do what? Click on continue here. You see now this one actually should remind you about Trello where we have to do, doing and what? And done. Okay. Now this one is our what? It's like our list here or that we have on Trello. You see now it has categorized this our project here. This is Ottawa Grammar School project. It has categorized it into what? Into to do. And then we have this our small task here, which is what? Clearing of school boys, clearing of school dormitories and all of that. So we cannot put it what? To do and what? Doing and done. You can still change it to. You can say, okay, let me change this one to what? To maybe not started. Okay, then you can change it to what? To maybe now what now doing. Just the language you can actually understand easily. The here can be what, maybe totally completed. Okay, so when you now come now, when you now start the job, they can now drag it and put it here. Then when you now finish, you can drag it from that doing now to what totally completed. So let us work with this now. So I'll say what, I'll say continue. You see now? So you say what layout best describe this project? You can change this later. So this one now is the list view. You can even still have our what, our board view to be like this. You see, you know our board now, na be when we be like say I mean say we dey do am for Trello, right? So this cannot be our what, our board view. So we can now drag it up and down, right? Then we still have timeline view like this now. Then we even have our calendar view. But for the sake of this class, we'll be switching between what, the list view and what, and the board view, just for you to be able to understand what we are doing here. So this thing that you see as Asana here or Asana is very similar to what, to Trello. Sometimes I won't like skip it because I feel like you don't already know what Trello they do now, so you don't need, in fact you don't even need this one. No, but because I'm a Christian and tomorrow morning I'm going to be eating what did God see me and I want for, okay, tomorrow morning God said I'm going to follow him and eat fried yam and fish. So I will do what? I will continue with what? With the board or even the list view. So I'll click on this continue and then it is now saying I should what? I should add my teammates. I should add my teammates. Say, so okay, no problem. Let me now get my teammates. So my teammates, you can invite them by what? By their email. So at this point, I know that some of you now you've already known, you've already know how to invite your teammates into your what? Into your tool. So that one should not be an issue for you anymore. That should not be an issue for you anymore. So just do what? Just put your team mates, their email address here and continue. So maybe I want to invite my friend's name is Zakede Amodu. I will invite him here by putting what? The email, which is what? I just need to put their what? Their email and I'll click on what? Invite. But I'm not done. I just want to add one more person. So I will say, okay, let me invite another person here. We can say, okay, the next person that I want to invite is this guy. Then, so this one is for you to what? Invite your teammate as many as that they are in your team, and you do what? Click on continue to what? To get to your dashboard now. So I don't know, is this simple? Abi, is this difficult? See now, they give me 35 days of what? Free trial. Can you see now? Big boy in it. So that is just how this works. So now we can now do what? We can now go and start our task properly. But before then, I want to take small question and answer. So let me record that part. So this is our grammar school what? Our grammar school what? Project. And you, as a principal, school has resumed. And here now, this is your what? Your schedule for the what? For the term. Or let's just say for the first 2 weeks of what? Of resumption. And you now want to supervise this task. But before then, now let us understand what all these things here mean. Okay, we have to understand what everything here means so that when we now start, it will be like a what? A baby's work for us. Like I've always maintained, ensure that you understand the what? The baby steps. Mind you, okay, I say, okay, now this is our project now, and this is our our Asana what? Our Asana environment or our Asana what? Our Asana user interface. That's what they call what? UI. We call what? User interface. So anywhere you see user interface, because I think I also did UX design before. So that they forget all this my skills self. So you see now US means what? User interface. Okay. So this one is your what? Is your user interface that will give you your what? Your user experience. So whether you say UI UX design or US UI design, you're almost talking about the same thing. Okay. UX is what? User experience, how easy it is for you to what? To navigate this whole place here. That's UX. Then UI is what? Easy full screen. Okay. Somebody can actually counter me if I'm wrong, no problem. So now this is our environment, and you see now that we have different screens here. Can you see? You see now we have our home here, we have our task, we have our inbox, we have reporting, we have portfolios, our goals, and our what? Project is here now. Then you can now see the one that we are working on now, which is this one. Then we have our workspace here. Like I've always maintained, your workspace is more or less your what? Your company that you're working with. Okay, so this is my company account, which is my what? Otanwa PLC. But this is my Now you know that I'm the boss now. So maybe if I have another company now, maybe I have a town cleaning agency, maybe in Lekki or in Abuja or in Aba, I can come and do what? And create more workspace for that what? For that new what? For that new place. That is what we mean here now. So we are simply trying to do what now? We are trying to what? To work with this workspace and what? And understand them. So what about the home here? The home is where you what? Where you can see a quick overview or summary of what you've been doing so far. Okay. Then we have our task or my task. My task simply shows you what? My task simply shows you all what you have what lined up for the what? For the time to what? To work on. You can see that we have our cleaning of boys hostel, cleaning of school main field, and all and and all those stuffs, right? That's our what? Our task on this particular project here. Then we have our inbox. So our inbox is a part that as you are working and your teammates are collaborating with you, you will see whatever they are typing for you, their responses, you'll be getting it here on the what? On the inbox. They can see our insights where you have our reporting. Your reporting will show you what? It will show you as you've been working it now, how many tasks you had, how many has been completed, what is the time that was used to complete the task, and who completed most. You'll be seeing it here. You know, like you have your report card in school now. Some of you that went to Akara school those days, this my scenario now, please, if you know that you were in secondary school, so to create a new workspace, you can actually do what? You can actually click here to say what? New team project. You cannot do what? You can say, okay, blank one. Let's use template here. So you can call it whatever you like. Now, you see now they say my workspace, blah, blah, blah. Just put anything you like here. You can say, okay, call it Otama Ministry. And you can come down here to select another workspace here. Maybe you can just do this one like that and then click on continue. Okay, you can also okay, create project. It will still be here, shall you see now? So they're not allowing us to create another workspace. Maybe that one is their Abi, is it the same thing as projects? It's still the same thing now. So I don't know. But let's just leave it like that, okay? So now we now know what all these ones here means, okay? So let us now go back to our what Irikoto Grammar School and start exploring this beautiful tool called Asanwa. Okay? Now, this is our Asanwa what? Asanwa workspace now. And like I said from the onset, I said that this is our what? Our project that we are working on now. And then these are our different tasks here. But the task has different categories, or let me say different groups. Okay, we have not started, we have doing now, and totally completed. Of course, this one is a what? It's a school project. So those things that you can actually do in school, as a principal, what are those things that you do in school that shows that you as a principal you are working? You can say, okay, maybe checking off, maybe you can call it maybe school fees drive. You can say, okay, school fees drive. School fees what? School fees drive. Okay, that one can be what? That one can be a what? An activity, because now when they say okay, resume school the first week, second week you start warning them about school fees, third week continue to warn them about school fees, then fourth week can do what? Start driving them from what? From those that that have not actually paid school, you can actually send them home to their parents, right? That's what they call what? School fees drive. Then next one can be what? Maybe you can say okay, maybe you can say first test, right? First test. Okay, in the what? In the other week, then you can say okay, second test, second test. The next is what? Midterm break. Midterm what? Midterm break. Then we can even have what again? We can actually have another one called, we can say, okay, this one now is, let's call this one should be maybe inter-house sports, okay? Inter-house sports, right? So these ones now are your activities as a principal for the term. Now, as a principal, can you do all this on your own? No. So when you say clearing of school field, what do you do here? You can come here to what? To assign some teachers to do this task for you. Of course, you know that teachers do not clear field. Now, do teachers clear field? No. It's for the students. So maybe you can say, okay, teacher Mary, you have all those hefty boys in your class. Please bring them out to come and do what? Come and help us to clear. Tell them to bring cutlass to school tomorrow or next week to school. So you can assign what? Teacher Mary there. It's okay. Teacher Mary will do that for us. Can I put her name there? That can be your teacher Mary there now. Just put her name there. And then you can now put the dates. Okay. This clearing of school field will be what? Will be from next week. 26th of what? Okay, 2nd of April till when now? Maybe till 5th of April. Oh no, that one should be Saturday. You can say, okay, from here to what? To this. And you are good to go. You see now, we now have what? April 2nd to what? April 4th. Now, because this one is our school field, we can say, okay, this one is what? Is high priority because we don't want our school to look dirty, right? So we can put what? High priority. So status is what? Status is not started, right? So we are not beginning it yet because it's going to be from next week. You can just really click here. You can even what? Add an option here and say what? Not started. Not started, right? You can just change here to what? This blank. And then we can say, okay, change. So we can change it to what? To not started. This is it here. We can change that, right? Then here is what? Clearing of field or school, or I mean, school boys hostel. This one can actually start before the main school even resume. You know now, school does not, I mean, the student cannot come and be start, and be living inside the dirty hostel, right? So we can do what? We can go and hire those people. Say, okay, teacher CY, please help me to hire those four, those work, all those are workmen that can clear this place. This can be your teacher CY. They can do what? Tagger. Then this thing should start by what? Should start before the end of September. So maybe, oh, this one already finished. This one already finished, right? So let us assume that this one was done last week. So you can say, okay, from 17th to what? Till 21st of April. That's our what? It's our date for this what? For this task here. Then of course this one is what should be, in fact they should show, in fact you should ensure that what, that the school hostel is what, is totally neat and sparkling. So you can do what, don't use high priority, use what, use critical, because that one is the image of your school, right? You can come here to what, to add an option here, say okay, critical. Let's call it critical, right? So put critical, and you can put the color as what, as red. You can now say okay, save changes. So this task is what, is critical. Okay, it's critical. You can put that here as critical. Then this one must have started because it has been there before now, so it is already on what, on track, because our data has what, has actually shown that we have actually started this is on what, on the 17th of March, right? Then this one is what, cleaning of school dormitories, right? I don't say this one and this one they look alike, oh, right? But we know say boys are always the thing now. I don't know. Wait, please wait. Oh, between, so this is just how you can do what, you can actually do all these things one by one here as a school teacher or as a head teacher or as a principal. Okay, this is just how you can do what, you can actually manage your what, your task for the week. But the thing is that those days now, you know that those days as a teacher, I mean as a head teacher, you don't do this kind of thing. I mean how many school teachers have laptop? Even if they have laptops, you know that video website they don't get lights, and they use them for. Okay, may not go blow teacher eye collect laptop. So you do what now? They use their what, their diary to do it. I think those days we used to feel what they call, it's not ledger, abi. No, I think it's diary. They fill the diary. Every teacher has their own diary to fill. And your own column, you can go and do what, and sign whatever you did for the week. Then when you now finish, you can now submit it. Then your principal will now go and what, and sign it, and then mark you ready for your next salary. That's if you're in a pub in a private school, not in a public school. Okay, nobody cares there. All right, unless your principal actually is quite sophisticated. Okay, so but just know that what, they actually do this one in what, in every school, but you not know because you are the what, you are the student. It's not open for you to see. Your teachers know about it, your principals know about it. So that is just how it is. So when you want to assign this cleaning of dormitories now, you do what? You can look for your what, any of your staff that you know that likes cleanliness a lot. You can say, okay, where is teacher Michael Mbojikwe? Okay, you are the one that will do this one for us now. So gather those boys that are coming late now. They should, okay, no, that one is dormitory. So that one was done, I think this one can be done during the school week. Maybe like the early hours of the what, of the resumption what time. That's okay. Please carry those boys that come late to go and clean those debris at at the hostel gates, right? So you can come here and do what? Okay, pick some boys to go and clean the dormitory gates. You can pick them from this Monday till what, till maybe just about 3 days task here. You can do that one and then you are good. You can ask, okay, this one is not that critical, just put it at medium. Then has it started? Of course, it's from April 1 to 9. So it will not start yet until that date, right? That is it there. So this one is school fees drive. So school fees drive is for what? Is for every teacher, because Now you na soft lady, you na soft principal, and you know they work out those kind of work. So you do what? You assign your staff, your teachers to what? To do that one. You can come here and do what? And add your teachers what to do that one for you. You can come here, put all the teachers you have in your school to what? To go and make sure that every people that they have in the class have paid school fees. If they have not paid school fees, do what? You send them home to their parents. That's how it was done those days. I know that they have changed it those. I mean, these days now it's like they are collecting school fees before school will resume. But now me, I'll be old school. I don't know again because it has been longer. You know, 2005 was the time I taught last. 2015. So that was when I taught further maths and physics those days. So you can actually put more people here. You can put this guy. You can put this guy as what? As the person that will handle that task with his. I mean, with the co-teacher. Maybe the person to supervise them, right? You can now add him up. You see now, we have now added him there. So he's going to be one that will do what? That will do this task with the other teachers there. Okay. That is just how it was, guys. So this thing here, no, as far as you don't already get experience from Monday.com and Trello, this thing is not difficult. Okay. So what is the date now? The date you can put it here. So these ones are your tasks that you have for the term. Okay, this is just your list view here. This one here is your list view. You can see that we have your list view, board view, timeline view, okay, dashboard, and the calendar view, and then we have workflow here, the messages. These ones you already know what all these ones here mean. But if you know to understand this your list view, you can actually go and use your what? Your board view. Your board view means that what you want to now switch to that kind of view that we have on Trello. You can click on board here, and you can see now we now have something like Trello here. Can you see? You can even drag it down here, can drag it down here. When they started the project, when you now start the task, you can now do what? Okay, so okay, please, you now go to the staff room. Please, where is teacher Cynthia? Say yes, ma. Say please come to the staff. Please come to the office. Then she, or if now maybe if your school actually has intercom, you can now use intercom and say okay, please. You can call the staff room, right? Say please, teacher Cynthia, please report to the principal's office. Okay, she will now report. You cannot do what? Say, please, we have some tests for the term. Have you started the clearing of school field? She'll say, yes, ma. We've actually done it for like 2 days now. You not do what? You say, okay, thank you very much. You not drag it and put it here. Okay, you not call again. Teacher Michael Mbojikwe, where are you? Say, ma, I'm here, ma. Please come to the principal's office. So maybe he's the one that you are assigned to go and do what? To go and do the boys' hostel or task. You can call him and say, please, I gave you a task, last week to go and clear the boys' hostel. What is the update? Say, ma, sorry, ma. We actually did it yesterday, but we could not finish it. So we are still going to do it today from break time, okay? You can say, okay. She will not do what? She will not say, okay, the thing that actually was started. So she will not drag it and put it here now. Okay, so this is just how this thing here is. It's nothing that is difficult that you cannot do. Some of you here, you have been doing big things on your Facebook here, so not be something you know if you do. So you say cleaning of of school dormitory. What do you do? Okay, ah 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 teacher Rachel, they say okay, come to the principal office. You not do what? Say I gave you a task to say go and clean the school dormitory. Have you started it? She will say, ma, I started it. I started it earlier this morning, but I did not finish it up. So I want to still do it again. Maybe by break time, I can take some boys to go and continue. So okay, that's right. Do what? Drag it and put it here now. Okay. So this thing shouldn't be hard, guys. You don't already get money.com experience. So the same thing applies. The only thing that will not change is this ability to drag. But if you don't want to drag, you can simply use your what? Simply use your list view. Akuyano no. You see now the ones that are dragging now, they are now here at the what? At the now doing. See now they are here at the now doing. Okay. So when they now finish, you can say, okay, they finish, you can go back to your board view. Okay, they finish, okay, maybe next week you don't call teacher Cynthia, come and give me an update on the task I gave you. And I say, okay, madam. She will not be shaking waist and go to the office. Take him. Madam, I'm here, ma. You called for me. Say, yes. You told me that last week that you started that task I gave to you. What's the update? Say, ma. Thank you very much, ma. We are finished, too. She's okay. The principal will not say, okay, thank you very much, eh? Your salary this month no will get changed. You not drag it and put it on your totally completed tab here. You not call again. Teacher Michael Mbojikwe, please come on. I said she go and clean the boys' hostel last week. What's the update? You say, madam, thank you very much, madam. We have actually finished it up. Oh. In fact, we even saw that some of the windows in the hostel have actually been broken. You say that will not concern me. I think the ministry will come. I'll be the commissioner will come and check it later on. See, you do what? She cannot drag it and say, okay, that one has been completed. She drag it and put it here. Okay, now call the other one. Say, teacher Rachel. Okay, you are the one that is in charge of the dormitory work, right? Say yes, ma. Okay, please, can I see you in the office? Say, okay, ma. You come now. So, what is your update? Say, ma, we are finished. So, we have actually cleaned the place. It's so sparkling clean. She will now bring it here. The thing is that if she call all of them in the same time, say, okay, all of you should come to my office, it will not be as if the office is rowdy. So she will call them what? She will use time be calling them one by one to what? To make sure that the office is not crowded. Or to ensure that there's confident. I mean, there's actually confidentiality in what she's giving her staff as her subordinate, right? She cannot do that. And when she now finish, she will say, okay, thank you all for what? For doing the task, right? That is just how to do this one now. So it's not really that complex of stuff that you now be saying we must do Asanwa. Asanwa is simple. Asanwa is not hard, okay? Asanwa is gentle. She's mild, okay? Can come here to select what? List view again. You see, they are still here. So if you're not finishing, you can say, okay, status is what? Maybe this one is completed or whatever. Okay, so but if you don't want to do that, you can actually drag it down here and say, okay, we are done with this one. Drag it down here, put it here. Okay, you are done with it. Say, bring it down here. They work. I mean, they work. Work just now. Let me drag it down here again. So you can just bring it down here and then put it at the bottom there and do what? You see now? Put it here. Or you can just mark this one here and say, okay, completed, right? And you are good. This one not supposed to be like this. So you're supposed to do it one by one. Okay, that one is completed. This is someone is actually doing a project on Asana with a template. What do? You can click on what? This plus here. You can select on what? New projects. Are you now saying that they say create a new project? How would you like to start? Before now, I did not use a template. I just started from what? From scratch. I can come here and do what? I'll say use a template, right? So I'll click on this use a template now. Then it will now ask me, what kind of template do I want to use? It's almost the same thing, no? It's almost the same thing. No, just day like say day like that, okay? I can now come and say, okay, are you seeing where they say my workspace here? I'll go to my find inspiration here. I can now have different kind of what? Different kind of templates. Are you seeing we have ticketing template? We have cross team planning. We have meeting agenda. We have products. We have sales. We have what? Marketing. We have HR. We have IT. We have design, right? So these are all what? Different kind of what? Templates that you can actually work with as a pro in your Asana dashboard. So let us assume that we wanted to say, okay, we are content creators. Can do what? I saw it just now. You don't come out. Okay, let me just assume that we want to do for maybe for IT. Some of you know if you understand that. Let me just use another simpler one like let me use ticketing, right? Let me just use ticketing. Okay. So let me say we are going to use work requests. Let's use content localization, Abby. At this one here. So let us use this one now, okay? We can now say, okay, use template. See now, as I picked one I want to work with now, I want to work with creative request here. I click on it now. Then I'll come here to use what? To say use template. Then I can now name my project now. So my template will be what? It will be maybe request what? Request template or maybe request job. Maybe they are requesting something from you now. You cannot do what? Put the name there, then click on what? Create project. Okay, then you can now wait for it to what? To load. You see now? It is now loading. Can you see? A little bit of difference, but still the same thing. In as much as if I come to my board here, I will still get the same feeling. Can you see it now? You see the same drag and drop. Nothing changed. No, let's say they just give you something that you can just rename and use quickly without cracking your brain like, okay, what should I do? This and that. It's simple. This is not hard. Okay? Not hard at all. Operation actually is like this now. Okay, look at it now. This is our task. Our task is to what? Is to organize mid-term break, right? You can come here and say, okay, maybe you want to say your senior guy at the office. So you can say, okay, dear boss. You can now put his name, or let me say boss. Put his name here. Can you see? You can even mention, right? You can say, okay, Otanwa. You see, now when I put out now, I cannot put my Otanwa what? The person's name. I can put it there and say, okay, this my senior colleague is leaving the work and what? And focusing on, you know, unimportant what? Unimportant and unrelated what? Affairs over here. Right? Because maybe you're not too supposed to collaborate now, draft a brief for the litigation process tomorrow. But him now could do other things now, which is not concern the work. You have to report that here by what? Simply coming in here to what? to write a small message here. So your organ now will be checking the what, the inbox here. They'll be seeing the notification here that what, maybe they are doing something here, and so on and so forth. That kind of stuff. So your collaboration will what, it will be showing in your company inbox. So the person that I said they should come and do this in here, you see, they are not even responding. Where is Gisdam, Gisdam, whatever the name is? You are not doing anything. I'm not seeing you doing your work. Oh, come and do your, they give you a comment, you can see that there's a small comment box here. Can you see that small chat here? It shows that what somebody actually wrote, drop a comment. Can you now see? So if I now come, you can see she said on it now, right? So if I now give her a task and say, okay, please, oh, please beware of, of Sabon Gari, junction. I heard they are what? They are conducting stop and search there. Ensure the evidence are well secured, right? So she cannot respond and say, okay, sir, so please all well, go now and respond now so that you can actually see it live. So this one can actually give you your what? Your response will be here in a what? In real time. That is how this thing here works. So this one actually is for you. If you are a cake maker, you can use this tool. If you are a truck pusher, you can use this tool. If you are, maybe if you are in a town ministry, you can actually use this tool. You see now, she just responded and say what? Okay, sir. So you see now, I can actually see what she's doing here. I can even see all the activities here, and I can see that these are all the activities about this whole task. Okay? They are all here. So if you actually go to the inbox, can you see the inbox is not lit up? I can go to the inbox and see something. Can you see? She said, okay, sir, it is there, right? I think Gisem, are you saying that this person actually has accepted the invite now? So that is what this inbox actually is for. So this thing is practical. As they do and they see and think they switch your body, right? You see now, I now have like three stuff here. Now this is Jide actually came here and said something here. Can you see? She started her own task. Now let me see what she wrote here. She said, okay. She said that the task is now what? Said the task is now moved from what? From now started to now doing, right? So she has actually moved the task from when you now say that the task is not. You see now she moved the task from where? From here to now doing. You see now that is what she now has here as what? As a comment. You see? So please what's her name? Gis Dam. Please give us a small comment so we can actually see what you're doing. Maybe tell us that you have now done, I mean you have finished conducting the what? The whole student movement process. So we can know that okay, they are now safely going home to their what? To their parents' house. Okay. So just like that now, this is just how this whole thing here is. It not dey difficult, okay? It not so because you already have the experience on money.com on Nifty, the same thing applies. Trade, I mean even Trade itself. The same thing applies, okay? So you can even still do other things here, like maybe you can even attach files, okay? Maybe for instance, let us assume you were trying to send somebody to go and buy you. Okay, let me do another task now. We'll say, okay, let's assume that we wanted to go and buy materials for maybe a school maybe let me put another project here and I'll call it a new project. Let me start from, I'll call it what? I'll call it Agbada. Agbada project. Okay, Agbada project. I can now come and say, okay, select file. Mm-mm, mm-mm. This is not what I wanted. Okay, let me go back. So let me say, okay, let me say new project, and I'll say, okay, this, and I'll say, okay, let me select, no, let me select this one. Then I'll just use one, that's okay, continue. And I'll call it what? I'll call it Agbada project, right? This one now. Then let me say continue. Create project. Now I want to sew cloth now, right? So now this one now, imagine this one now that maybe you want to send your maybe your junior staff and say, please go and buy, go and buy me, maybe go and buy me agbada material. Okay, you can come here and say, okay, buy what? Buy ashoke material. I don't know how they call that material. Is it agbada abi senator? Here, I think they can even use senator material for it. So maybe buy what? Buy brown senator material. Okay, so where does the comment now come in? Now you can actually do what? You can actually attach a file here showing the person what the thing looks like. How can you do that one? You can open this task up and then you can come to this part. Now you see where they put this small task here, say attach file. Maybe you just want to show them the color of the material that you want to buy. So you can go, okay, senator what? Senator material. Can come here, senator material, and they cannot do what? You can now say, okay, let me select material here. Maybe you want to show them that This is the material that they should buy for. You can come here, select this particular one here. Let me select this particular material here. This one should be ashoke. This one ashoke have been a lace. Be whatever they call the name. Okay, this one is it now. So I will do what? I will save this image and then do what? I can now attach it in that project as okay. This is what the thing should look like. Let me just save it as JPG. Then I can now come in here. It's here now. So where I want to attach this file is, but I want the person to see what he should buy for me. No, me not go buy nonsense. If you buy nonsense, I'll collect for him salary. So I'll come here and do what? Select the material and then I'll what? Attach it here now so that whenever you want to go and buy now, you can see what I attached here as a what? As a color. So I will say what? I cannot say okay. Please, please refer to the image attached and ensure the quality and color is the same. Okay, so this one is what is you telling the person that will handle this task to what to make sure that the material looks like this and make sure that that the quality and thickness is retained or is the same. Because if you buy lower quality, what will happen? Of course you go see with the eye, right? Your salary go get changed inside. That is just what this thing here means. So that is just how you can actually do what you can actually do all these things one by one. This thing is not difficult on Asana. How do we do it now? How we want to start automation? Nítorí Ọlọ́run, how we want to do this one? Kai walai. How I want to do this one now wey dey say automation. Wetin be automation? Now automation because if they are hired you as a task manager with Julius Berger and they are handling a project in your state, maybe they have like two projects there. But then they now give you one that they say they're going to be doing like maybe they are doing maybe not bridge work now. They have actually started from digging their abattoir, from putting their abutment and all those things. They have even done the right of way and their surveying. Now they now want to start casting of the what? Of the pavement, all those things. You see, so that thing, that project can take like 400 entries here because you're going to hire concrete mixing, concrete trucks. You're going to hire water buzzer. You're going to you're going to see a lot of activities here. Maybe like 100 things will not be here. Do you not come and start dragging them one by one? Not be like that. We don't want that kind of thing. What do you not need to do? You need to use your what? Use your automation. Automation is inside what? Inside of your workflow. You know that inside of our monday.com, we have it as what? Automation. But here now, it will be in our workflow. Are you seeing workflow here? That's where we're going to find it now. You can even see customize here, right? But you can still use customize for it too. But let me just show you about workflow here. You see this workflow here now? You see? Workflow now, okay? This one now is where you do what? We can actually do a lot of things here. But let us go and do it in our customize here. Are you seeing customize here? Now we now have our rules now. Are you seeing rules here? In fact, anytime you click on this customize here, focus on these rules here because this is what you're going to use. So the other day that we're doing this, somebody said, I think Mr. Otiti Fair, I be Mr. Otite, see Otite, said that we have if statement in programming and whatever. So this one is where we call rules now. So that if now we're going to be doing it here now, but it is under what? Under this rule. So I will click on rules now. You see rules now? Yes. Okay, that's okay. Get started with what? With rule. So I'll click on what? Add rule. You know that in our homemonday.com we have it as what? As as templates, right? So this one is rule now. So I want to create a custom rule. But I must tell you that on this Asana here, you have rule according to what? Different environment. You see, we have rules for Slack. So if you wanted to maybe like do automation for your Slack, you can use anyone here to do it without wasting time. Then if you wanted to use Microsoft Teams, you have the rules for it. If you wanted to use Gmail, you have one for it. Then if you want to use maybe Dropbox, Notion, Confluence, OneDrive, HubSpot. I see Hubble support to here. You even have MailChimp here. You can use them by clicking on them and then working with it. But me now, I have strong head, I have coconut. I want to start from scratch. Because for me, starting from scratch actually helped me to what? To know how things work. Right? So I'll start from scratch. What will I do now? What will I do? I'll come here and say, okay, create from what? From scratch. You see now, you say when this happen, check if this, then do this. You know that in our monday.com it was what? If this happens, then move, then do this. Then if task is changed to this, then if status is changing to this, then do that, right? Move the task to this group, right? So we can actually do the same thing here. We can do the same thing here. So pay attention now, okay? So we say when what happens now, you're going to click here and do what? Say when something, let me see here. Let me click here and say when. Yes, you no go know because you were not looking at me. That time you go carry bangers to go chop that and I make you no know how to reach here. But calm down. No dey hurry. When you now click on this when now, okay, you come back here. You see where it says here? Click on what? Click on status. You see status now? So you can now say, okay, when status is changed, then we can now check if you can check if what? Check if something. I can also say maybe check if status is maybe like, okay, that status now, what is now going to be? Is it going to be done? Abi, is it going to be completed? Abi, whatever. So you can also, okay, check if. Then do this. I'm coming now. Then do this. This do now means that what? You should move that thing now. What are we going to do now? You can say, okay, move it to a section. So we are now done with one part of our what of our project now. So let me now say, okay, I'll come back here and say, okay, when status is changed, I'm not seeing what you are doing there. Wait, I'm coming. So when status is changed to something, when status is changed, check if that thing that is changed is to what? Is to what? Is to done. Okay? Then if it is done now, do what? Move it to a particular section. You cannot say, okay, move it to what? To totally completed. This is just how this thing here is. You cannot say, okay, publish this rule. Then your automation is finished. Automation finito, class, right? Then mean if I come back to this my button now, I can ask, okay, now I have some kind of task here now. This one is simply saying what? Clearing of school field. So that time that they will not say teacher Rachel will now come and say, teacher Rachel, come to my office. What about the task? She said, okay, madam, the task is completed. It's okay, thank you very much. She'll now come and do what? She'll come here and do what? And click on done. Now see what will happen now. It will change, it will move down to the what? To this completed session. Yeah, you now seeing it now. That is what this thing here means. So if I have like maybe 200 entries here, I don't need to come and start dragging and start scrolling down to the bottom. Just come down here and do what? Change it to done. It will move down on its own. You see, it moved down here, right? That is just how this thing is, guys. So it's not difficult. Then the description on the task can actually give you a small brief, okay, on what you have to do on the particular task. Okay, so now you see description for this particular clean of voice hosting now. You can actually come here and say, okay, maybe perform a thorough what? Thorough deep cleaning, right? Deep cleaning on all aspects of the what? The hostel, right? Is that not a description? This is just it. But sometimes now you might not actually just want to like waste that time and because you already know what you are, I mean what you were because you work in this company, you already know the kind of task that they are going to give to, and you already know the details about the task. So you should just go ahead. Then the only thing you should look out for is what is the subtask here. Okay, so that will not be issue. This one is just like a description to tell you maybe to give you a small idea on what you have to do to achieve this task or what you have to do for this task so you can know your scope, right? That is just what this place here is all about. Yes, and back to my automation again. So I'll click on customize. Can you see customize here? Click on customize now. And then I see you should focus on what? On rules. Okay. This is rules here. You see now, I already have one here before now. So I'll click on what? Add. So I'll add it now. Then, like I said before, I said I always like to start from scratch, right? So I can say, okay, create custom rule. So you see now, I say when this, right? So just understand this. You say when this. So this place that you say when you're supposed to select something now. Is it priority or status? You know that we have status here, right? You see, say here now we get status. We get okay. Where's my son? Okay, let me go back. You see, say here now we get status, right? You see, then we have priority, right? So I will now go back and say, okay, when priority changes now, let me go click on custom now. Say, okay, when? Then I'll come here and type what? Priority. I'll change here to priority. You see, priority is now here. I'll click on it now. It's changed. Check if it is what. So I will now come and say, okay, priority is, let me say, what are we having now? Priority. I think critical. Maybe say critical. Or let me come back here and say, okay, when the priority is what? Is. Are you seeing is here now? Click on the is from this list here. Click on it now. You cannot change what the priority should be. Is it critical or high or medium? So when the thing is critical now, okay, then what should happen? It should do something. What should it do? You can say, okay, maybe say create a message for the boss, or maybe move to a section. Let me say, okay, move to a section that says what, maybe let us say now doing. Okay, then you can say publish. So you can see that as here now, you see my now doing now, it's just only one. Or let me even remove this one and put it here. You see, it's now empty now. So if I come here now, that's okay. If I okay, let me change that maybe to critical. See what will happen now. You see it moved up, Abby. If I come here and say, okay, let me change this one, let me change it to maybe low. Let me change it to low, and then I now change it back to maybe critical. See what will happen. It will move. It has to move under the anointing, Abby. Change it to critical. It has to move. So that is just what you have to do there. So maybe you are trying to know the tasks that are having critical, maybe priority. You can see them there. They will be there lined up for you to what, to see them. So that is how it works. Right? So this thing is not difficult. I beg my battery don't go off, and I don't really off. I think my fuel was finished. I know I can't leave the class and go and start handling fuel. That's why I just didn't bother myself again. Let me just do my day and leave the gym there, I beg. So